Hey everyone, and welcome back to While You Were Cleaning. Today I wanted to share with you a short and simple video on how to find affordable fabric at Joann's for your smaller crafting and sewing projects. I hope that you find this video helpful. If you do, please hit that like button, please comment and subscribe, and we'll go ahead and get started. If your area is similar to mine, you only have a few options when it comes to purchasing new fabric. There's Wal-Mart, Hobby Lobby, and Joann's. Now, Wal-Mart, you can find some affordable fabrics there, but because they're a department store, they don't have sales. Sometimes you can get some fabric for a cheaper price if it's already pre-cut fabric, or if they do have clearance prices, but they don't run sales like Hobby Lobby or Joann's run. At Hobby Lobby, you will find some sales, but normally the highest they go is 30 or 40% off. Even if you use a coupon from Hobby Lobby on a full price piece of fabric, the highest you're going to get off is 40%. So that is not a whole lot off since their fabric is priced a little bit higher. You will sometimes find some clearance fabrics. Normally out of season fabrics will go on clearance and you'll find those for a much higher percentage off. But both Hobby Lobby and Walmart do have smaller selections when it comes to their fabric section. I do occasionally purchase fabric from Walmart and from Hobby Lobby when I can find a good sale, but I do most of my fabric shopping at Joann's. Joann's has the largest selection of fabric when it comes to my area. They do have a lot more than Hobby Lobby and Walmart. Also, you can find a lot of coupons to use at Joann's. They have coupons on their website. They have coupons in their app. They'll send coupons to your email. You'll get coupons that are an additional 20% off, and you can use that on top of already existing sale prices. Sometimes you'll have coupons for 60 or 70% off one piece of regular priced fabric. So these are all great coupons that you do not have the option to use at Hobby Lobby or at Walmart. The coupons and the sales at Joann's are all great incentives for shopping for fabric at Joann's, but let me tell you where I get my fabric for my smaller craft projects and smaller sewing projects, and that is the remnant section at Joann's. I find so many affordable pieces of fabric in the remnant section, and I feel like a lot of people don't understand completely how the remnant section pricing works. And so that's what I want to explain to you in today's video, and I'm excited to get into it and tell you all about how you can get great prices on your remnant pieces of fabric at Joann's. These are the remnant bins at my store, and I really like that this store separates these remnant pieces by color. It makes it a lot easier to find a certain color or pattern that you might be looking for. As you can see, my store has a lot to choose from, and you can find all different types of colors, patterns, and textures in these remnant bins. A lot of the fabric pieces that I use in my projects are smaller pieces, so these remnant pieces of fabric from Joann's work great for me, but I have seen larger pieces of remnant at Joann's, even as much as 1.5 yards. The majority of the pieces that you'll find in the remnant section are right around that 1 yard mark. And you can get these for some really great prices, and I'm excited to show you how. You'll find the remnants at your Joann's store somewhere right around that fabric cutting desk. That's where they are in my store. I have several different bins that I find the remnant pieces in, but they are all right around where that desk is. And above that remnant section, you will see this sign. It says, remnants are 50% off the current price per yard. So what does this sign mean? Well, say you pull a piece of fabric off of that rack and it says that it's 1 yard in length, and then it's $10 a yard normally, so then the total is $10 a yard. And you think, wow, $10 is a lot of money to pay for a remnant piece of fabric. Well, first off, the 50% off that it says on the remnant sign means that it's at least 50% off of the price that you see on that tag. So instead of $10 a yard and a total of $10, you are getting that for $5 for that 1 yard piece of fabric. But the sign also says the current price per yard, 50% off the current price per yard. And I feel like this causes some confusion. Sometimes I explain it to people who are also looking at remnant fabrics in the store. I explain to them what the sign means because it does cause some confusion. So say that piece of fabric that you picked up, normally $10 a yard, is on sale in another area of the store where that bolt of fabric normally is in the store. Say it's 50% off. So when you look at that fabric, instead of being $10 normal price per yard, it's now 50% off of that. So it's $5 for that yard of fabric. And then on top of that, you get an additional 50% off. So because that fabric was on sale, you are, instead of getting it for the $10 original price, or instead of getting it for the 50% off the original price because it's a remnant, you are now getting it for 50% off of the sale price. So you are getting that remnant piece of fabric, that 1 yard piece of fabric, you're now getting it for $2.50. Let me show you some examples. These are some examples of the remnant pieces that you'll find in the store and the labels that you will find on these pieces. To the left, you'll see how many yards that piece of fabric is, and then in the center, you'll see the normal price per yard, and then to the right, you will see what the price of that fabric would be if you were charged the normal price per yard. All of the fabric I just showed you was only a couple dollars for the remnant. I also wanted to mention that this time of the year is a great time to find fleece remnants. My store has 2 huge bins full of remnants, and fleece fabric is often upwards of 70% off normal price this time of the year, so you can get these remnants for only a couple dollars. How can you tell what the current price per yard is on a remnant piece of fabric without having to search the entire store to find where that fabric originally came from? Well, let me tell you a few different ways to find this out. First, let me tell you a way that does not work. If your Joann store has price scanners, those will not work to tell you the price on a remnant piece of fabric. So skip those and go to one of the other options. First, you can take that remnant piece of fabric to the people at the fabric cutting counter. They can scan that for you and they can tell you whether it's currently on sale somewhere else in the store. And then you'll have to do the math yourself to figure out what the final price is after the additional 50% off that piece of fabric. Or second, you can take your piece of fabric up to the front counter. They can scan it for you. They can tell you what the actual price is going to be after all of the discounts are taken off. If you don't want to bother either of these 2 people, let me go ahead and show you another way that you can figure it out. This is one of the pieces of fabric that I brought home, and I paid $1.75 for this piece of fabric. So let me show you how I normally look up how much this fabric costs in the store. Pull up the Joann website on your phone and then tap in the search bar. In this search bar, you are going to want to enter the item number of the piece of fabric that you have. So for this one, that number is 16364549. Once you type that in, you want to hit search. You can see that the numbers there match. Go ahead and hit the search button, and then it will bring up that same fabric that you found in the remnant piece. You can then scroll down and it will show you whether that fabric is on sale. And this one was on sale for $3.49 a yard. It was 50% off. So for this piece of fabric, I paid 50% off the current price per yard, making it about $1.75. Also make sure that the sale price you're seeing isn't an online-only sale. I wanted to do this second example for you because these numbers that begin with a 0 can get a little bit tricky. Again, you'll want to go to Joann's online and type in that item number into the search bar. For this one, that number is 06677843. Go ahead and hit search, and then here is where you run into the issue with these item numbers that begin with a 0. It says that no products were found, and that is because of the 0 at the beginning of this item number. So you're going to type it back into the search bar, and you'll just want to omit that 0 at the beginning and then hit search again. The item number matches what's on the fabric, just minus the 0. And then when you hit search again, the fabric will come up and you'll be able to see what the sale price is. And for this one, it is $3.99, so this piece of fabric was $2. Occasionally, you will come across a piece of fabric that won't come up when you search for the item number. That fabric has probably been discontinued, and in that case, you'll have to ask somebody to scan it for you. I hope that today's video has been helpful for you in navigating the remnant section at Joann's. Let me know down in the comments if this is something that you already knew about Joann's remnants or if you just learned it new today. Thank you all so much for watching today, and I'll see you next time. Bye!